Recently, Scott Ritter, his house was raided by FBI. Let's take a listen to what he has to say here.
Hello. As everybody's probably figured out by now, the FBI has executed a search warrant on my home. The search warrant was based upon what they deemed to be probable cause that I am in violation of the Foreign Agent Registrations Act. And they executed a search warrant looking for electronic devices, my computers, my cell phone, things of that nature. Based upon their questions, it appears that they are primarily concerned about my relationship with RT and Sputnik. More specifically, that I am receiving direction from RT and Sputnik, and I'm being compensated for this. And that means that I am working on behalf of the Russian government. I let them know in no uncertain terms that that is absolutely not what's happening, that any compensation I get from RT and Sputnik is the same as I get from any journalistic entity that I provide articles or video products for. I am a journalist, and I get compensated for my work. We shall see where it goes. They were in my house for 5.5 hours. Very professional, very courteous. I have no problems with the people who executed the search warrant. I do have a problem with the search warrant itself. Let's just be very clear. No crime has been committed. I am not a foreign agent. I am not in violation of the Foreign Agent Registration Act, and they know this. This was an act of intimidation by the U.S. government designed to have a chilling effect. I was accused of that my articles were designed to manipulate the opinion of the American people on behalf of the Russian government, that my podcasts do the same thing. Ask the Inspectors, apparently a Russian propaganda tool designed to, again, manipulate the thinking of the American people. This is absurd in the extreme. This raid on my home was designed to have a chilling effect, to make me think twice about speaking out, about writing, about doing podcasts. And as I told the FBI, and I'll tell you now, there isn't a snowball's chance in hell that I'll back down, because I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm doing what every concerned American should be doing when they believe that their government is behaving in a manner that doesn't conform with the values and principles that are set forth by the Founding Fathers in the Constitution of the United States of America. I am an American citizen holding my government accountable and exercising the rights given to me by the Constitution. Today, the United States government declared war on me. They declared war on my ability to write, my ability to speak, my ability to interact with the American people, and indeed with a broader international audience. So be it. We're at war. It's not a war I plan on losing, and I can tell you that there is no chilling effect. Look forward to seeing me in the future as soon as I get the ability to interact more efficiently. But thank everybody for their concern. And
Okay, so one thing I want to make mention, actually a few things. Number one, Erdogan in Turkey, they have banned Instagram because Instagram, Facebook, Meta, they have stopped or censored, I should say, spreading any news about Ismail Haniyeh, the Hamas leader's assassination. If you send any sympathy towards him or his family on Instagram or perhaps even on Facebook, you will be censored. Your post will be taken down in some instances. In other words, you cannot show any sympathy to anyone from Palestine. And this is why Erdogan took that action. He banned Instagram. I'm not sure if it is open. Number 2 point here, guys, is that Kamala Harris recently said, I'm not going to be silent. Okay, this is what she said about Palestine issue, what is happening in Gaza. I will not be silent. Does she not know what is happening with people like Scott Readers? She absolutely does. Being the VP of the country, she knows all of these raids that are taking place in people's house like Scott Reader. I think Douglas McGregor will also be raided his house. She knows it. So when she said, I'll not be silent, like who she is referring to, like she obviously she is pro-Zionist. See, this is the problem with the Democrats. They're the biggest hypocrites. They're the worst of hypocrites. They say one thing on their faces and they do another thing behind closed doors. This is why we need to be very, very careful when you hear this kind of rhetoric from Kamala Harris, from the Democrats, that we will not be silent. We believe in his freedom of speech, and we're going to be taking care of Gaza. This war needs to stop. These are all for a show. These charades of Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, the Democrats, must stop. Obama did exactly the same thing when he was in power. He said, I don't want any war, all the while he was killing Pakistanis and in the Afghanistan people with drones. So again, be careful about the Democrats. And the other thing that I also want to make mention of, guys, censoring is taking place online the way it never did in the past. They call Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, to not Elon Musk this time, but Zuckerberg was called, and TikToker, for example, TikTok CEO was called in front of Congress to testify and give accountability to what they do with their tech company. Here is the thing. Right now, we all know, when you talk about freedom of speech, TikTok is being considered to be banned in the states. They are now passing a legislation. This has to be going through I believe, the Senate. Once they pass it, Biden already said, if it comes on my desk, I'm going to be banning TikTok. In other words, they will go after any entity, any individual, any organization, whoever will not support Zionists. And this is what I have said in the past, that the time has come where if you do not give your support outwardly, vocally, through your action to the Zionist regime, to the Zionist state, you will be doomed. You will be in jail. Your life is ruined. Your career is going to be over. And this is exactly what is happening as we see unfolding throughout the world. Why they're doing this? This is the question. Why they're raiding houses, people like Scott Ritter, many other people who are talking against Zionist, is because Zionist state, they have lost the PR. Thanks to people like Scott Ritter, who is exposing them every single day. And this is not something sitting well with the Zionists. On top of all of this, Scott Ritter is also someone who talks about Ukraine-Russia war. They raided his house and they accuse him of working for RT, Sputnik. They are Russian-linked media outlets, but they have really nothing to do with what he's saying about Russia and Ukraine war. He's presenting facts. He has his own information. He has his own communication from the ground. And so he's just letting people know what is happening on the ground. But obviously, as we all know, Ukraine is losing the war with Russia. And when he talks about that, they don't like him. So raid his house, and Scott Ritter, being the brave man, he said, obviously, he's not going to stop. Nothing will stop his voice. And this is what we all have to say, guys. Nothing can stop our voice because this oppression is coming to our doors. If you think that this oppression is only against the people of Gaza, no, this oppression will come to our doors. They are trying to stifle our voices. They're trying to stop. They're trying to censor us. They're trying to make us go away so that their narrative will hold strong, and that's how they will commit more and more murders of children, women throughout the world. Thank you for listening. I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.